this video, I'll demonstrate how to label polylines in Microsurvey CAD. In this example, I have a right-of-way that is drawn with polylines, and that is outlined by these white lines. So if I click on here to bring up the polyline computations box, we can see that there are 8 vertices on this polyline. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to label the outline of this right-of-way. So if I go into the MS Annotate ribbon and under my labels and under label line, you have a bunch of different options you can choose for labeling. The most common is the auto bearing / distance. So if I choose this, and if I select on my polyline here, and if I hit enter, it'll ask where I want the bearing label placed, and I'd like it on top of the line here. And you can see that once I have clicked, it automatically adds the label or the bearing and the distance labels at each vertice of the polyline. Another way of adding labels to your polyline is if you'd like to make them smart. So to do this, we need to associate the lines with points. Currently, I don't have any points stored at the vertices of this polyline, so I can actually add points to my database as I'm creating the labels, and we can toggle this setting under MS Tools and in your system toggles, and under general settings we can toggle on auto add to database. So if I toggle that on and hit OK, and if I go back into my MS Annotate settings and go to my label line options, and I'll use auto bearing / distance again, and I'll choose on the other side of the right-of-way this time, and I'll select on the polyline and hit enter, and I'd like my bearings to be placed on the left side of this line this time, and I'll just hit escape. And if I just turn on my IPNs, you can see that at each vertice it has now stored a point at each line, making these labels and these lines smart. So if I actually just turn on my grips now, and if I prompt a move of 0.64, and I'll move the right-of-way over to the left here, and you can see that once I have moved the line here, it automatically will update the position of the point and also the line labels for the bearing and the distance to match the new information there. And that is how you would label polylines in Microsurvey CAD. Thanks for taking interest in this video.